All right, software patents suck. The White House did an open petition recently, and I believe the very first highly voted one was about ending software patents. They are a terrible, terrible idea. All they do is stifle innovation. They are terrible. I cannot stress that enough. And I love TJ. Don't get me wrong. And I know he was a big proponent of the patent system back in the day. But it is a great system for certain stuff. And software, unfortunately, is so incredibly derivative, and we are all standing on the shoulders of so many other giants before us that it just does not make any sense to try to claim ownership of so many different things that these patent trolls do claim ownership of. And so really you've got a system of software patents that are in place to inhibit innovation, because large companies that can afford to both issue the patents but then also use their lawyers to fight for them have all of the control. And they may not use them, but they want to have them purely as a shield against competition and against upstarts. And what I love about this country is we're always against anything that fights upstarts, because that's how the system works, right? So anyway, I would not waste any time with a software patent unless it is really something so fundamental to what you're doing. And you'll know what this is. I mean, 99% of sort of tech startups that I see are not doing this kind of really intense, we need a patent for this system sort of stuff. But there are some instances where, as a prohibitive measure, once you've raised a ton of funding and then you can afford the lawyers and everyone else to actually prosecute, it is a wise decision to go down the road of patents, but certainly not early on. Because here's the worst thing, and I say this as someone who, I went through a provisional patent application for Reddit, and it didn't go past that because it was a waste of lawyer fees. But even if you had a patent for this great idea you had, and some large company decided, hey, let's just gank it, what would you do? You could not afford to win that court battle because they have too many lawyers and too many resources. And so at the end of the day, it's a worthless piece of paper, and they'd still take it if they wanted to. So don't be afraid of the competition, just out-execute them. And in most cases, don't worry about patents until you have enough money for that to be an issue.